The voice in the phone. The phone rang at 2:13 a.m. Detective Erin Mallory stirred from a light sleep, heart thumping before her mind caught up. She glanced at the screen. Unknown number. Not unusual in her line of work, but something about it made her stomach knot. She answered. At first, silence. "Hello?" she said, voice hoarse. A low crackle. Then a voice. Male. Whispering, yet clear. "I saw what he did. In the woods behind Millbridge Church. He buried her. I can show you." Erin sat upright. "Who is this?" The line went dead. She stared at the dark screen. Her breathing had quickened, a thin film of sweat forming at the base of her neck. This wasn't a prank. She knew the difference. The voice, calm, deliberate, had the unmistakable tone of someone with the truth. She threw on jeans, boots, and her department jacket, grabbed her badge and service pistol, and headed out into the quiet night of Ashcroft, a sleepy Vermont town that hadn't seen a real homicide in years. The woods behind Millbridge Church were ancient, dense with pine and oak. The moon offered little help. The forest swallowed light greedily. Erin's flashlight cut a narrow beam through the underbrush as she navigated the uneven terrain behind the crumbling graveyard. 10 minutes in, her foot caught on a root and she stumbled, bracing herself against a tree. And then, her phone buzzed. Unknown number. She answered. 50 feet ahead, said the voice. Beside the crooked birch. It clicked off again. Erin moved forward, sweeping her light across the trees until she spotted it. A birch tree bent unnaturally to the left, its bark like peeling skin. At its base, the ground had been disturbed. Recently. She knelt, brushed away a layer of pine needles, and found soft earth. Her pulse surged. With gloved hands, she dug. It didn't take long to reach fabric. A sleeve, then a pale wrist. She drew back sharply. A woman's body, wrapped in a torn raincoat, lay partially exposed in the shallow grave. She stood, phone already out, dialing dispatch. They identified the body 2 hours later. Clara Davies. Missing 9 days. 24. Worked at the library. No enemies. Quiet life. Until now. By sunrise, the clearing behind Millbridge Church was crawling with uniforms and forensic teams. Erin stood at the edge, sipping burnt coffee, trying to piece it all together. Clara Davies. Found by an anonymous caller who somehow knew where she was. That same voice hadn't called back, despite Erin trying the number twice since. She pulled aside Officer Dean. Run a trace on the calls. Signal strength, towers, anything. He nodded. Back at the station, Clara's case file sat thin and frustratingly vague. Last seen locking up the library. No signs of struggle, no strange behavior before her disappearance. She'd simply vanished. Erin paced her office, fingers trailing the rim of her coffee cup when her phone rang again. Unknown number. She answered instantly. She screamed, said the voice. He told her no one would find her. He thought the woods were safe. He doesn't know I saw him. Who are you? Silence. Tell me who he is, Erin pressed. Do you know him? A pause. Yes. The line clicked. She stared at her phone, a cold sensation growing in her chest. This wasn't just an informant. This was someone close, to Clara or the killer or both. Someone who had been there. The phone company returned a frustrating result. Burner phone, bounced off 3 towers, triangulated to somewhere within a 2-mile radius near downtown Ashcroft. She drove there, parked near a diner, and began asking questions, quietly. Had anyone seen someone using a burner? A man whispering in corners? The waitress at the corner booth nodded slowly. We get all kinds at night. But there's a guy, sits near the window, orders just black coffee. Talks to himself sometimes. Real quiet like. What's his name? No idea. Paid cash. Comes every few nights. Erin left her card. That night, she returned and waited, parked across from the diner. At 2:09 a.m., her phone rang. Unknown number. She answered, not speaking. I knew you'd come, the voice said. You're the only one who would listen. Are you in the diner? She asked. A long silence. Then, he followed her from the library. He waited, watched. She didn't even see him until it was too late. Who is he? She asked again. The voice trembled. He wears a green jacket. Always. He smells like oil and bleach. Click. Erin looked through her windshield at the diner window. And there he was. Back turned, hunched over a mug, wearing a faded green jacket. She entered quietly, hand near her holster. The man was mid-30s, wiry, with hollow cheeks and darting eyes. A large scar curved beneath his left ear like a hook. Mind if I sit? Aaron asked. He flinched, then nodded. You come here often, she said. He glanced around, as if looking for exits. Sometimes. You've seen things, she said carefully. Heard things. His eyes narrowed. You think I'm crazy? No. I think you're scared. But I believe you. His hand trembled around the mug. He saw me. That night. I wasn't supposed to be there. You were behind the church. I live behind it, he muttered. In the trailer. I saw the flashlight. Heard her scream. I didn't stop it. I didn't do anything. But you saw him? A nod. Can you describe him? Not really. Big, dark clothes. Gloves. But his face, he shivered. Blank. Like a mask. Only his eyes, they didn't blink. Just stared right through me. Did he see you? A pause. Yes. That night, Aaron parked behind the trailer. No movement. Quiet except for the faint hum of crickets and her own breath. Then she saw it. A figure. Moving along the tree line. Aaron slipped from the car, drew her weapon, and followed, staying low, careful not to snap twigs. The figure paused beneath the crooked birch. Turned. She froze. It was a man. Average height. Face obscured by a dark scarf pulled high and a hat pulled low. He looked right at her. And bolted. Police, she shouted, giving chase. He was fast. Dodged trees, leapt over a stream. She followed, her flashlight bouncing wildly. He reached the road. A car waited. He jumped in. Aaron skidded into view just as the car peeled away. Too dark to catch the plate. The next day, the man in the diner was gone. The trailer, empty. Inside, Aaron found newspaper clippings, dozens of them, articles about missing women from other towns, other counties. Many never solved. And pinned to the wall was a map of Ashcroft. With red X's. 4 of them. Clarice was the last. Aaron traced them backward. One led to a stretch of river just outside town. She brought divers. They found a body. Then another. All women. All missing in the past 2 years. It was a dumping ground. This wasn't random. It was ritual. And someone had been watching. The voice returned. You're close, it said. But he knows. He's angry now. Why are you helping me? I couldn't save her. But I can help stop him. I need a name. I'll give you one. Tonight. Where? The clock tower. Midnight. The line went dead. Aaron didn't wait. She was there by 11:30. The tower loomed above the town square, abandoned and sealed. She forced the door and climbed the rickety stairs, each creak like a warning. At the top, cold air pushed through the broken windows. She waited. 11:45. 11:52. Midnight. The air shifted behind her. She turned, and saw him. Not the man from the diner. Someone else. Calm. Smiling. You shouldn't have come alone, he said, stepping closer. Aaron backed up, gun raised. Hands where I can see them. I tried to help you, he said. But you pushed too far. The voice. It was him. He'd been both. The watcher and the killer. You used the calls to control the story, Aaron said, her voice low. To feed me just enough. I watched you work, he said. You're smart. I wanted to see if you could find the truth. You almost did. I still can. He lunged. She fired. The shot echoed through the tower like a thunderclap. He fell. Aaron stood over him, breath heaving, as sirens approached from below. In his pocket was another burner phone. 12 missed calls. All to her number.